Founders, how do you get up back from failure? I get that question a lot from a lot of founders, so I had to ask this guy.
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first billion?
We're doing this again.
We're doing it again.
Last year we did not do $1 billion.
No?
No, we did 850 million for the year.
850 million?
Absolutely.
And do you know what Shawn said? Shawn gave me some deep advice.
Here's the thing, Mo. I always was afraid to live my life and not fail. Always. I'm just being honest with you. Like, if you knew me forever, I was never like, shit, am I going to fail? Oh my, should I do that? Oh man, what if I try out for that team? No, I was never like, I'm going to try out. And I didn't give a shit, dude. When I was 97 pounds my freshman year in high school, they're like, what are you doing here? And I was like, bro, I'm playing football. They're like, no, this is like, no, bro, like, they're 240-pound linebackers. I'm like, I'm playing varsity football my freshman. Like, worst thing I can do is get cut. I mean, Mo, I'm just being honest. I wasn't afraid to fail at any. I was afraid to not fail. So when business it didn't go the right way, I learned what I learned and moved on. It didn't define me for the rest of my life. How's that define me, Mo? Did I do the best I can? What did I learn from it? I see so many of y'all so afraid to fail. Like that's like even getting in front of people and speaking. I'm not being disrespectful, but I don't understand why that bothers me. I'm not, like, I know that it does. You have to figure it out. I've never worried about it. If I'm doing the damn best I can.
And what if they think that what you said sucked, Shawn?
So what? The hell do I care? Like, I did the best I could. I might look back, maybe I could have done it differently. Mo, I'm never worried, because failure, it's not us. We're afraid of how people will view us if we fail. It's not us. We can't get back up because we're paralyzed by what everybody thinks. What's going to happen? What are we going to do? What is he going to say? What is she going to say? What the hell do I care? I didn't find people who were failures at business and never tried anything and go, hey, man, what do you think about me failing? Or if they're like, hey, how'd that work out for you?
So I guess what you're saying is learn from the failure.
Mo, that's what life is. And every successful businessman I knew taught about the things they failed at and what they learned. Some of the biggest business leaders that you have heard of, that I know of, that I've been around, their failure stories are motivating as shit. Because it's how they figured out what not to do anymore. How do you know what not to do if you hadn't done that in life? So Mo, I don't give it a second thought. I'm not like setting out every day to fail, but I get up and I'm like, all right, dude, I'm going to try this. How do you know you'll be successful? I got no idea if I'll be successful. What the hell do I care? I just told a guy that. He's like, I think I like her. I'm like, ask her out. She's twice as good looking as you. All she can do is say no. What the hell's she going to do? Like, who cares? Ain't nobody else. Like, what do you care, bro? What are you worried about? You've got to go out in life and be brave. There's nothing you're going to get. Dude, the bold get it all. The bold get it all. The bold, the people are not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share their emotions, not afraid to be vulnerable, not afraid to share their opinions, not afraid to care about you, not afraid to work hard. They're not afraid of anything. Mo, you've got to understand that. So what? So what? You tried something and it didn't have the success you wanted. Okay. Join the rest of us, dude. You're a human being. You're a human being. And yes, there's quotes from books about but I'm just telling you, I default to aggressive, Mo. I always default to that. Like, what's happened? I default to aggressive. And that's how I've done it when I've had success and failure. Kept moving when I had success. Everybody thought I should slow down. Kept moving when I had failure.
So no matter what happens, remember there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and I'll see you on the other side.